Good morning, everyone. But I have to say it is not a good morning if you are a supporter of Morecambe FC. They are highly likely to fold on Monday as things go. That's Monday the 4th of August. Time is quickly running out for the Lancashire club. I'd just really like you to hit like and subscribe. We're really trying to grow the channel. So if you hit like and subscribe, that's a massive help. So I just want to say thank you very much for that, and let me know what you think about the Morecambe situation underneath. So, an absolute terrible things going on there at Morecambe. Thanks to everyone that watched the video from last week. I mean, the situation has not changed. It's not got any better. It's got worse because time has elapsed. I mean, we can't really find a way out for Morecambe at the moment. Let's just have a little review of what's been going on. So, Jason Whittingham, the owner of the club, and his company, the Bond Group, they have been wanting to sell Morecambe FC for quite a long time, going on for 3 years. They were supposed to be selling to a sports investment company called Panjab Warriors. They got all the money on the table. But it was rejected by Jason Whittingham. Nobody's really sure why, but we think that he wanted to try to squeeze a little bit more money out of it. But as things have gone on, Morecambe have fallen through the leagues. That's not what Wrexham have done the opposite. Morecambe have fallen through the leagues. They're now in the National League, but they've been suspended for at least the first 3 games, and they've been thrown out of the National League Cup. And just things are not looking too good for them. The club, since the last video, has ceased all footballing operations. There's no money left at the club. The club's basically run dry. It's just looking really bad. It's not even looking likely that the club will go into administration. Jason Whittingham, he has to sort this out for the benefit of the fans to keep the community asset going. He's another one of these rogue owners that we've seen so much of. We've seen a similar situation currently going on at Sheffield Wednesday with Fury. He's running that club into the ground. Again, every day that goes by looks increasingly likely that Sheffield Wednesday are going to fold as well, but it looks very likely that Morecambe are going to fold. They just can't find a buyer, or they can find a buyer, but they're not offering what the Jason Whittingham's Bond Group require. Again, it's very, very similar to what happened at Bury. Time was running out and running out quickly, and the owner, Steve Dale, did nothing about it. We had stories on Sky about that we had prospective buyers, but it never came through. There was a story about Bill Kenwright from Everton trying to put some money in, but that was against the EFL rules, so that couldn't go ahead. So yeah, similar situation to Morecambe. The only shining ray of light at the moment in the Morecambe story is that apparently people are asking Tyson Fury, the boxer, to buy the club. Personally, I don't really think it's on Tyson Fury's shoulders to spend his own money buying the club. Because I've always said buying a football club is a very, very, very quick way to lose a lot of cash. And I really don't think Tyson Fury will want to do that. I mean, maybe he could buy it, just be like a holding owner type thing. He could just hold the club and try and look for a buyer just in the meantime, just to keep the club going. It's just an incredibly, incredibly sad situation that is just rumbling on. Each day it seems to get worse. I don't know why Jason Whittingham can't just sort this out. It's just looking incredibly, incredibly bad. It's very, very similar to the situation at Worcester Rugby Club, where Jason Whittingham used to be the owner there, and that club was run into the ground and is no longer there. And I think that's what's going to happen with Morecambe FC. People are wondering why they're thinking that he's going to be able to build on the ground, but I've heard that that will be impossible because it's obviously a community asset, and there will be laws or treaties in place to prevent anybody building on that land. A similar situation happened at Bury as well, where people thought Steve Dale wanted to build on the land of Gig Lane, but there was an old law that prevented anyone building on the land because it's classed as a community. Yeah, it's only to be used for sports, not for building, unless you were going to provide an alternative stadium. Yeah, just looking really bad at Morecambe. I do personally think it's gone past the point of no return. I hate to say this to Morecambe fans, but I think you're probably looking at you're probably looking at a Phoenix club. That's what happened briefly to Bury, and then they managed to get it back, but I do think you're looking at a Phoenix club. It's just so sad. And it's a good job that they're getting the football regulator. I'm not sure exactly what powers the football regulator will have, but this is why they have the fit and proper persons test. But again, has that got much teeth? Not really. You know, look at Sheffield Wednesday. What an absolute mess. You know, again, every day looking on the news, trying to find out what's going on there, but every day it seems to get worse. The players at Sheffield Wednesday are actually supposed to be in the first game of the season paying their own travel and paying their own hotel bills when they're playing Leicester. I mean, paying it out of their own money just to keep the club going. It's just a very sad situation. I don't think these people who come in and buy football clubs actually realise what these things mean to the supporters. All they can see is pound signs. Although I don't think, you know, why on earth would you want to buy a club like Morecambe? You're not going to make a king's ransom out of it. Just very, very sad. Just absolutely awful what's going on at Morecambe. It's absolutely awful. They've ceased everything. They've stopped the playing. They've stopped the academy. The assurances have run out. There's nothing more to do there. So on Monday, they do think, people are saying that it will fold on Monday. They won't even bother going into administration, but I can't see that as 100% because Jason Whittingham will still want some money out of this club. So I'm hoping still that Panjab Warriors can still table a bid, but he just needs to accept it because he's going to be ruining the Saturdays of so many people. I'm not quite sure what gates Morecambe get, but you know, you're looking into the 2,000 and 3,000, so you're ruining the Saturdays of 2,000 and 3,000 people. They're not just going to go down the road and support AFC Fylde or Blackpool or Fleetwood. It's just not how football works. It's just that their Saturdays are going to be empty. They'll have an empty Saturday. They might follow the scores, but this is why people need to think about a Phoenix club, because I just don't see it being resolved. Just so sad. Maybe Tyson Fury will table a bid at the 11th hour, but again, it's going to have to be more than what Panjab Warriors have put down. And what's Tyson Fury's experience of running a football club? He's good at thumping people, but I'm not sure he's any good at running a football club. But it could just save the club, you never know. And just put the running of the day-to-day stuff in the hands of the board of directors who've resigned already. It's just a complete mess. If they do manage to sort it out, it'll be like Bolton Wanderers, where they did get a takeover at the 11th hour, but they had to play, first they had to play like the youth team, and then Keith Hill, the manager, he had to cobble together 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 professionals from here, there and everywhere to carry on the season. And they eventually did finish the season bottom of League One. But that was kind of the rebirth of Bolton Wanderers, really. yeah, just really, really sad. I'm just hoping that by the end of today, the situation will be a bit clearer. We might know a little bit more. But it's looking like they're going to fold. Really, really sad news. Just like to say to everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. If you've watched so deep into the video, can you write the words Panjab Warriors in the comments, please? Thanks very much. And can you hit like and hit that subscribe button? I just want to say thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully with good news.